another guy we caught up with, old friend of ours, Phil Danaher, the winningest coach in Texas high school football history, is going in the Hall of Fame finally. You know, we actually talked with him when we did the interview with him last year.
Yeah.
And I remember mentioning, this was kind of off camera, but I kind of mentioned, I was like, about how his son Wes was already in the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. And he said, yeah, I mean, they'll put me in probably when I retire or something like that. But they finally pulled the trigger and put in the winningest coach in Texas high school football history, Phil Danaher. Here's our interview, a very serious, sober interview with Phil Danaher of Corpus Christi Calallen here on Texas Football Today. Greg Tepper with Dave Campbell's Texas Football on TexasFootball.com. Here at the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony, where they're going to let Phil Danaher in. Head coach of Corpus Christi Calallen. I guess they just, eventually they were going to have to put you in, right?
Well, I was thinking maybe I might have to die before I got there. But I'm honored.
What does it mean? You're the winningest coach in Texas high school football history. You're going in the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. What does this mean to you?
Well, you know what it means? It means that I've had some great football players and great assistant coaches, and we won a lot of games. So, no, I'd have to give credit to all of them because I'm fortunate it goes underneath my name, but, I'm just a coach just like they are.
You guys, I'm really interested to hear about your 2018 squad. You guys have, I imagine, are you guys going to field a team this year?
It just depends.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see what our budget's like.
Tough. I heard your bosses.
No. Let me just say this way. I put it this way. We graduated 20 starters that had played in 30 games in 2 years. They're all gone. We had no one in the secondary back, no one on the defensive front. We got one linebacker back and one outside backer. So we got two on defense coming back. And on offense, we have one lineman, a running back, and a wide receiver. That's it.
So state champion? Oh, let me ask you this, because
I like when you pick us well. I mean, when you're accurate, that was good.
Well, very famously, folks may remember that we predicted you to go to the state championship game in 2016 and play Aledo, and that's exactly what happened. Blind squirrel and nuts, etc.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, though we have not put the magazine to bed, where should we rank you in 5A Division II?
Be honest, boy, that's a tough one because we're so young. I hope that, in the region that we're in is very tough. I mean,
yeah, it is.
So I hope that we could get out of our region, and that it just depends. We've got to stay healthy because we're one of the smallest 5As there is. And that's always been our nemesis, is that we just don't have a lot of kids. And when we get, like this year when we got beaten the regional finals, we had 4 of our offensive linemen hurt, and that hurts. So, but if we stay healthy and we get some breaks, yes, we could possibly win it.
You were on the cover of the 2017 edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football under a headline I forget, but
no, you don't forget. You don't forget things like that.
It said the King, was it? I want to know though. Now looking back a year later, what does it mean to you to be on the cover of Dave Campbell's Texas Football?
That was awesome. That was awesome. It was a great picture. You did a great job on, except using the word king. Now wait a minute. I got elected as the Texas High School Coach Association presidency, and then I have to meet with all those guys for the first time from all over the state. In the first statement, I said, "Gentlemen, I just want to say one thing. I apologize for Greg Tepper. I am not the king of football. I'm very fortunate I've won some games, but we're all in this together, and there is no king." So yeah, that's the first thing I had to do as the president of the association.
Okay, I'm sorry for putting it on the cover of the most prestigious football magazine in Texas. I'm very sorry.
You don't have to apologize for putting me on there. What you have to apologize is what you said.
All right, and finally, one thing that folks may forget is that you aren't even the first member of your own family to go in the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. You're joining Wes in here, and so what will that do for Thanksgiving dinners?
Well, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
I did.
Just kind of had to rub it in a little bit. He got in here 5 years before I did. But what I found out today is when you go in there and you see the list of the name, I'm in front of him. because my name's a P and he's a Wes. So it looks like I got here before he did. No, it's an honor, to have Wes in here and then to be able to join it too. It really is. And just wish Cody could have, because he was an outstanding football player too. And that played at the University of Texas and on the first Big 12 championship team. So it is an honor, and I was really thrilled when Wes was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He really was.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck this year. All
right, thank you. When are you coming down our way?
When do you want us to come?
I want to know when you were coming.
That's a cut.
Sober, calm, relaxed.
Can I make a suggestion?
Thoughtful conversation with Phil Danaher. Yes.
I've seen you interview Coach Danaher a few times now. Seen you guys talk behind the scenes when the camera. I want to apologize for how blurry that was at points. That's my fault. We'd been shooting in front of stationary backgrounds, and then I forgot people were moving around behind, so I had to keep adjusting it. But that's my bad. Normally I'm better than that. But two suggestions, really. One, Coach Danaher takes over as co-host of this show. I would watch that. Possibility number 2, True Detective Season 3.
I'm in.
You and Coach Danaher.
I'm in.
Okay.
I think that's.
All right.
I think that's. You'd have the young, spry, handsome detective, and then me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we appreciate Coach Danaher. Always good to see him. Buddy of ours here at the show. Finally going to the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame. Well deserved. Well deserved.